Hello, benefits of mindfulness number 3 tonight, and this is one of my favourites. I have found this to be a surprising benefit, I guess, of mindfulness, and one that I didn't expect, but has really made a massive difference to me. This is that I actually kind of like myself a bit more. And certainly, if you flip it on its head, I dislike myself less. So either way, it's a good thing. But as you get to recognise what's going on in your head, and you're much more aware of where your mind takes you and how easily it takes you, because it does and it will, even in the midst of, thinking you're some guru of mindfulness because you've managed to meditate for 10 minutes. During that time, I can almost guarantee that your mind would have wandered. And if it hasn't, then kudos to you, because mine still does, even though I've been studying and doing this for a couple of years now. But when you start to recognise where your mind takes you, when I first started it, I'd be really sort of, I suppose, cross with myself and thinking, God, you bloody nuts you are, and what are you thinking about that for? And I can't believe you're thinking about that when you're meant to be not thinking about that. But over time, and I certainly teach mindfulness in this way, is to be a little bit playful with it, and to look at it all with a little bit of humour. I feel that out there at the moment, a lot of mindfulness teaching and meditation teaching is also serious. And I began my meditation and mindfulness journey in that way. And because I was taking it so seriously, the outcomes were sort of very serious for me. So I would, pretty much finish my meditation and stand up in a bloody strop because I hadn't done it right, or my mind had took me on some crazy-ass journey before I'd even realised what it was doing. But over time, and with the sort of way that I take it on board, is that sometimes and I still do now, is that when my head's taken me on one of these journeys, it's actually quite interesting and quite fascinating, I guess. And sometimes it's just downright hilarious. So, and by looking at it with a bit more humour and recognising, even if it's taking you on a sort of negative spiral, that it's just your mind taking you on a negative spiral, and it doesn't necessarily have to be ring true, has meant that I kind of quite like myself. I kind of like that my quirky mind will take me on these little crazy ass journeys, and I kind of find it interesting that when it jumps from one thing to another, and I kind of go, wow, how on earth did you do that? So a surprising benefit for me in mindfulness is that while doing it, I've learnt to sort of like myself and my quirks and the weird and wonderful place that is my mind. And I'm much less inclined to be mean to myself about where my mind takes me, because that's what minds do. They take us on where they want to go. And it's our job in terms of mindfulness to pull it back and remind ourselves of the moment we're in, or the thing we're meant to be focusing on, whether that be focusing on, reading with the children, or cooking dinner, or talking to your partner, or a piece of work you're doing, or the fact that it's just a beautiful day and you want to focus on feeling the sun on your face. So that's how I like to teach mindfulness as well. So again, if as I've said over the last few days, if you've got any questions about that, if you'd like to learn any more, then drop me a message, drop me a personal message if you prefer, and we'll have a chat about it. Anyway, I hope you have a nice evening, and please, if your mind starts taking you on a little wander, notice it and kind of laugh along with it. laugh along with it, because I'm sure your mind is as entertaining as mine. You just need to lighten up on it a bit, really. So anyway, have a nice evening, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.